Ben. Oh my God, you made it.
Yeah, I'm here. I actually made it.
How was the flight? You sound exhausted.
Completely wiped out. I think I slept for maybe 2 hours, but you know that weird airplane sleep where you're not really asleep? You just keep waking up every 20 minutes because someone's opening the overhead locker or walking past you?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. You wake up feeling even more tired than before.
Exactly. But I'm here. Barcelona. It still doesn't feel real saying that.
I know you've been talking about this trip for months.
I know. I keep looking around thinking, wow, I'm actually here.
So, are you at the hotel now?
Yeah, I'm actually standing in the lobby.
Nice. So, you've checked in already?
Well, eventually.
That doesn't sound very confident.
It wasn't.
Go on then.
The receptionist was lovely, really friendly, but she spoke so quickly that my brain just completely gave up.
Was she speaking Spanish?
No, English, perfect English, just incredibly fast. I think she could see I was tired, but she was in full work mode.
Good evening. Welcome. Passport, please. Thank you very much. Breakfast is included from 7 until 10. Reception is open 24 hours. Here's your key card. Enjoy your stay.
Meanwhile, I'm just standing there thinking, please slow down. Honestly, I caught maybe every third word.
Jet lag?
Definitely. My brain was running on about 30%.
So, what did you actually understand?
Passport, breakfast, key card, and I think she mentioned restaurants nearby. Everything else just floated straight over my head.
At least you got the important bits?
That's what I thought, until I realized I had absolutely no idea where my room was.
No.
Oh, yes. She said something like fourth floor or maybe top floor. Honestly, I wasn't even sure.
Why didn't you ask again?
Because there was already another couple waiting behind me. You know when you don't want to be that person?
Yes, I'll just pretend I understood everything.
Exactly. So I smiled, said, perfect, thank you, picked up nice suitcase, and immediately forgot half the conversation. At least I remembered the room number.
Which is?
412.
Good. Remember it. You're going to need it later.
I know, I'm already repeating it in my head. 412. 412.
Don't overdo it. You'll accidentally convince yourself it's something else.
That's actually something I would do.
Exactly. Okay, enough about reception. Have you actually looked outside yet?
Outside?
Out of the window. You're in Barcelona. Surely that's the first thing you did?
Honestly, no. I came into the room, dropped my suitcase, sat on the bed for about 30 seconds, and questioned every life decision that involved getting up at 4 this morning. Right now?
Right now. I'll wait.
Okay, hold on. Oh, wow.
What?
It's beautiful. I wasn't expecting, I don't know, this. The street's quite narrow. There are little balconies everywhere. People are still sitting outside cafes, even though it's getting late. I can hear glasses clinking, people laughing, someone's playing music somewhere. It's alive.
That's Barcelona.
It doesn't feel like a tourist destination. It just feels like people living their lives. There's laundry hanging between some of the buildings, little plants on balconies, someone's walking a dog. It's funny, I've been traveling all day, but standing here, this is the first moment that's actually made me realize where I am.
That's my favorite part of traveling. Not the airport, not the hotel. That first moment when you stop, look around, and think, I'm actually here.
Exactly. It suddenly feels real.
All right, serious question. When did you last eat?
Good question. I honestly can't remember. I had, think, a sandwich on the plane, or maybe that was before boarding. Time has completely disappeared today.
Well, that's not good. You're hungry and exhausted. Dangerous combination.
I'm definitely hungry now you've mentioned it.
Listen to me. Do not go to sleep without eating. Trust me, I've done it. You wake up at 3 in the morning feeling like you're starving.
Speaking from experience,
More than once.
Okay, food first, sleep later.
Exactly. There's a brilliant little tapas place just a couple of streets away. Nothing fancy, just really good food.
Tapas. That's lots of small dishes, right?
Exactly. Perfect after traveling. You don't have to commit to one huge meal. Just order a few things, try different flavors.
Sounds much better than airport food.
That's a very low standard.
True. What should I order?
Patatas bravas, croquetas, pan con tomate, maybe some jamon if you eat it, and definitely don't leave without trying a proper coffee afterwards.
You're already planning my evening.
Someone has to. Left alone, you'd probably end up buying crisps from a vending machine.
Hate how accurate that is.
You know what all this talk about being tired reminds me of?
Go on.
The most embarrassing coffee order of my entire life.
Oh, this already sounds promising.
It happened in Vienna. I found this tiny cafe that everyone online said had the best coffee in the city. It looked perfect. Locals everywhere, hardly any tourists. I thought, right, today I'm ordering in German.
Brave?
Or incredibly optimistic.
Probably both.
I'd been practicing a few phrases on the flight. I repeated them in my head about 20 times. By the time I reached the counter, I was convinced I sounded practically fluent.
I already know where this is going.
I smiled confidently and said my sentence. The woman behind the counter just looked at me, didn't smile, didn't answer, just stared.
That's never encouraging.
So naturally, I assumed she hadn't heard me.
Emma?
Yes, I repeated it, louder.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Then a man sitting nearby burst out laughing. He walked over and said, I think you just ordered a cup of hot milk, very aggressively. Apparently, I'd completely mixed up two words. Instead of asking for a cappuccino, I demanded hot milk like it was some kind of emergency.
I can't believe you actually made it louder.
I thought confidence would fix the pronunciation. Turns out, confidence just made the mistake much more obvious.
What did the woman do?
She started laughing too. Luckily, she realized what I wanted. She made me the biggest cappuccino I've ever seen, wouldn't let me pay, then wished me a lovely day.
That's actually really kind.
It was. Although I was so embarrassed that I walked straight out and left my scarf behind. Please
Please
tell me you had
to go back.
the next morning. Same cafe, same woman, same customers.
No.
She just smiled and said, Hot milk today? I never recovered.
You know, that's one thing I always worry about when I travel. Looking stupid.
Everyone looks stupid sometimes. That's part of traveling.
Easy for you to say. You always seem confident.
Trust me. Confidence usually comes after you've embarrassed yourself a few times, not before.
That's actually reassuring.
Honestly, some of my favorite travel memories started because something went wrong. You'd take the wrong street, order the wrong food, miss a train, get completely lost, and somehow those become the stories you remember.
I guess nobody comes home saying everything went exactly as planned.
Exactly. Perfect trips are boring. The funny disasters are much better.
Have you ever had one of those moments where you suddenly realized, this is why I love traveling?
Actually, yes. Very clearly.
Really?
Greece, a couple of years ago. Completely different trip. I'd been rushing around for days trying to see absolutely everything. Museums, beaches, villages, sunsets, trying to take every box.
Sounds familiar.
Then one morning, I woke up ridiculously early, couldn't sleep, so I made myself a coffee and went out onto the hotel terrace. Nobody else was there, just me, the sea, and the sunrise. Everything was pink and orange. The water looked almost unreal. There wasn't any music, no traffic, no people talking, just silence.
That sounds incredible.
I picked up my phone to take a photo, then I stopped. I realized the picture would never look as good as the real thing. So I put my phone away, sat there for nearly 2 hours, didn't check messages, didn't take photos, didn't think about work, just watched the world wake up.
2 hours? That's impressive. You're normally the busiest person I know.
I know. That's why I remember it. For once, I wasn't trying to capture the moment. I was actually living it.
I don't think I do that enough.
Most of us don't. We spend so much time trying to record memories that we forget to make them.
That's actually a really nice way of looking at it.
Promise me something.
Depends what it is.
At some point tomorrow, put your phone in your pocket for 10 minutes. No photos, no maps, no messages. Just walk, look around, listen to people, smell the bakeries, watch the city. You'll remember that much more than another 100 photos.
Deal. Although, probably still take a few.
So, apart from finding food and getting a proper night's sleep, what's your plan for tomorrow?
Honestly, I don't really have one.
Really?
I booked the flight, booked the hotel, then I got so busy with work that I never actually planned what I wanted to see.
That's either going to be the best trip ever or complete chaos.
Probably a little bit of both.
I actually think that's quite nice. Some of my favorite travel days were the ones I never planned.
Really? I always thought you organized everything.
Oh, I used to. I'd have spreadsheets, Google Maps saved with about 80 places, a minute by minute schedule.
That sounds exactly like you.
It was exhausting. I'd spend half the day checking my watch instead of enjoying where I was. Now, I usually choose one or two things I definitely want to see, and then I let the day surprise me.
I like that. Less pressure.
Exactly. Barcelona is perfect for that. You don't always need a destination. Sometimes you just walk, turn left, turn right, sit somewhere for a coffee, then suddenly you discover somewhere amazing.
Everyone keeps talking about the Sagrada Familia. Is it really that impressive?
Even if you've seen 1,000 photos, nothing prepares you for seeing it in real life.
Really?
It's one of those places that somehow looks even more unbelievable in person. The details, the colors, the size, it's difficult to explain.
Should I go tomorrow?
Actually, no.
No.
You're exhausted. If you go first thing tomorrow, you'll probably spend the whole visit wishing you were back in bed.
Fair point.
Tomorrow should be your slow day. Find a cafe, walk around, get your bearings, maybe explore the Gothic Quarter. Just enjoy being there. Save the major attractions for when you've actually slept.
That makes sense.
Speaking of cafes, you are going to drink proper Spanish coffee, aren't you?
I was planning to, unless you have another embarrassing milk story to tell me.
Very funny. No, seriously. Don't order coffee from the hotel if you can avoid it. Find a little local place, the kind where there are more locals than tourists.
How do I know if it's a good cafe?
Easy. If you hear lots of Spanish being spoken and nobody's taking photos of their coffee before drinking it, you're probably in the right place. Also, don't be afraid to sit there for a while. People in Spain don't always rush. They talk, they relax, they watch the world go by. I love that.
We definitely don't do enough of that at home. Everything feels rushed.
Exactly. Traveling reminds you that life doesn't always have to move at full speed.
Can I ask you something?
Of course,
Do you ever get nervous in a new city? You always seem so confident.
every single trip.
Really?
Every single one. Usually for the first hour, sometimes the first day. I arrive, everything feels unfamiliar, I don't know where anything is, I wonder whether I made the right choice. Then something changes.
What changes?
I stop trying to control everything. I buy a coffee, sit somewhere, watch people, listen to the language around me, and suddenly the city doesn't feel strange anymore. It starts feeling exciting.
I think that's exactly how I feel right now. Everything still feels a bit overwhelming.
That's completely normal. You're tired, you're somewhere new. Give yourself until tomorrow afternoon. You'll already feel different.
I hope so. Although, knowing me, I'll probably get lost within the first 20 minutes.
Oh, you definitely will.
Thanks for the confidence.
But getting lost isn't always bad. Some of the nicest streets I've ever found were because I went the wrong way.
That's easy to say when you know you'll eventually find your way back.
That's what maps are for.
Unless my phone battery dies.
Then buy an ice cream and ask someone.
That's your solution to everything.
Not everything, just most things.
You know, I'm actually starting to get excited now. Before we started talking, I was just thinking about sleep. Now I really want tomorrow to arrive.
That's exactly what I wanted. Tomorrow is when your trip really begins, not today. Today was just getting here. Tomorrow, Barcelona introduces itself.
Right. I should probably unpack before I fall asleep.
Good idea. Otherwise, tomorrow morning, you'll spend 20 minutes trying to find your toothbrush.
Honestly, I have no idea where anything is. I packed this suitcase 3 days ago. At this point, it could contain literally anything.
That's always the way. You pack thinking you're being organized, then when you arrive, you can't remember where you put your socks.
Or your phone charger. Please don't tell me I've forgotten my phone charger.
Have you checked?
No.
Then
Hold on. Oh, thank goodness. Found it.
you nearly gave yourself a heart attack.
For about 5 seconds, I genuinely believed I'd have to spend the whole week on 5% battery.
There are worse problems.
Not for someone who uses Google Maps every 10 minutes.
So, how's the room itself, apart from the view?
It's actually really nice. Nothing fancy, but it's clean. The bed looks ridiculously comfortable. There's a little desk by the window, a wardrobe that's somehow bigger than the one I have at home, and the bathroom's surprisingly modern.
That's always a nice surprise.
Yeah, after reading some hotel reviews online, I was expecting something much worse.
Never read hotel reviews right before traveling.
Why?
Because every hotel apparently has the worst pillows ever, the slowest Wi Fi in Europe, the loudest air conditioning, the rudest receptionist. Exactly. Nobody writes, the shower worked perfectly. 5 stars.
Maybe we should start doing that actually. Talking about Wi-Fi, I haven't even connected yet.
Oh no.
Here we go, the famous hotel Wi-Fi password.
Let me guess, about 20 random letters and numbers?
Pretty much. Look at this. BCN Guest 2026. Then there are capital letters, numbers, hyphens. I honestly can't tell if that's the number 0 or the letter O.
Every hotel seems to use passwords designed by someone who enjoys making guests suffer.
I typed it twice already. Still doesn't work.
Are you sure you're connecting to the right network?
Actually, that's a very good question. Hold on. Oh, there's another network. I may have been trying to connect to the hotel next door.
You are unbelievable.
In my defense, I'm operating on approximately 2 hours of sleep.
Fair points. I'll allow it.
Okay, connected. Success.
Congratulations, you've officially survived international travel.
Barely.
You know, I always think the first evening is the strangest part of a trip.
Really?
Yeah, you're not home anymore, but it doesn't quite feel like you're on holiday yet either. You're somewhere in between.
That's exactly how I feel. It's like my brain hasn't caught up with my body.
Tomorrow morning, it'll feel different. You'll wake up, open the curtains, and for about 3 seconds, you'll forget where you are. Then you'll remember, I'm in Barcelona. That's one of my favorite feelings.
I hope I wake up before breakfast finishes.
Speaking of breakfast, please don't skip it.
I wasn't planning to.
Good. Hotel breakfasts are one of life's great pleasures.
Really?
Absolutely. You can eat fruit, croissants, eggs, toast, and coffee, all while pretending you'll definitely burn it all off walking around later.
That's surprisingly specific.
Years of experience.
You know what's funny? I was so nervous about traveling alone. Now I'm mostly worried about choosing what to eat.
See? That's progress. Yesterday, you were worried about airports. Today, you're worried about breakfast. Tomorrow, you'll be worrying about which cafe has the best coffee.
That's a much nicer problem to have.
Exactly. That's how confidence grows. Not all at once, little by little, one small experience at a time. So be honest. Now that you're finally there, was all the stress worth it?
Honestly, yeah. Even with the airport, even with barely sleeping, even with my brain completely switching off at reception, standing at that window, that made everything worth it.
I knew it would.
I actually thought about something when I was standing there.
What's that?
If I'd talked myself out of this trip, I'd never have seen any of this.
That's exactly why I always tell people to travel if they get the chance. It's never completely comfortable, but that's usually where the best memories begin.
I nearly canceled, you know?
Really?
About a week ago, I kept thinking, what if I get lost? What if something goes wrong? What if I don't enjoy it?
That's your brain trying to protect you. Unfortunately, it usually protects you from the good things as well.
That's actually a really good way of putting it.
Fear isn't always a warning. Sometimes it's just proof that you're doing something new.
I wish you'd told me that before I booked the flight.
I probably did. You just weren't listening.
Fair enough.
So, have you unpacked yet?
Half of it.
Evening.
I've taken out my toothbrush, my charger, and one t-shirt. The rest is still in the suitcase.
That's called traveling properly. I usually live out of my suitcase for the first 2 days.
Really? I thought you'd unpack everything.
Absolutely not. There's no point hanging up clothes if you're leaving again in 3 days.
See, these are the travel tips I actually need, not top 50 things to pack. Nobody tells you that living out of your suitcase is completely normal.
Or that you'll spend 5 minutes looking for something that's been in your hand the whole time.
I've done that at home.
Everyone has.
You know, this hotel room already feels a little different.
Different how?
When I first walked in, it just felt like a room. Now, after we've been talking, it kind of feels like my room. Does that make sense?
It does. That's another strange thing about traveling. Places become familiar incredibly quickly. By tomorrow evening, you'll probably walk in, throw your key card on the desk, and feel completely at home.
Until it's time to leave.
That's the sad part. Just when you finally know where everything is, it's time to pack again.
Speaking of packing, I'm already wondering how I'm going to fit everything back into the suitcase.
Ben, you've been there less than a day.
I know, but I also know myself. I'll buy coffee, maybe a book, probably some chocolate, definitely something completely unnecessary.
You always do.
That's part of traveling. You need one purchase that makes absolutely no practical sense.
Mine's usually mugs.
Mugs?
Don't judge me. I have cupboards full of mugs from different countries.
That actually sounds quite nice.
It is, until you move house. Then you realize you've somehow collected 20 kilograms of ceramic memories. Exactly. What's your weakness?
Fridge magnets.
Really?
Every trip, one magnet, no exceptions.
That's much easier to pack than mugs.
Exactly. Tiny memories.
Promise me one more thing.
Here we go.
Don't spend tomorrow trying to see everything. Barcelona isn't going anywhere. If you spend the whole day rushing from one attraction to another, you'll miss the city itself.
I know. Slow down, drink coffee, walk around, keep my phone in my pocket occasionally.
See, you've been listening after all.
Sometimes, not always.
I'll take that.
Thanks, by the way.
For what?
I think if we'd ended this call 20 minutes ago, I'd probably have gone straight to sleep. Now, I'm actually excited. I'm hungry. I'm curious. I want to walk outside. I want tomorrow to arrive.
That's exactly how the first evening should end. Not with nerves, with curiosity. All right, go get dinner. Your body deserves actual food after today.
Yes, boss.
And don't come back telling me you bought crisps from a vending machine.
I make no promises.
Benjamin.
Okay, tapas. Proper food. Happy?
Much. All right, one last question before I let you go.
Go on.
How are you feeling now compared to when you called me?
Honestly, completely different. When I called you, I was just tired. Everything felt overwhelming. The airport, the hotel, trying to remember everything. I just wanted to lie down.
And now?
Now, I'm still tired, but it's a good kind of tired. I'm actually looking forward to tomorrow. I want to go outside. I want to walk around. I want to find that cafe you were talking about.
That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say.
I think talking about it helped. Everything feels simpler now.
Sometimes that's all you need. A conversation, a coffee, a walk, not a perfect plan.
That's going to be my motto for this trip.
Good, because tomorrow I'm making you slow down. No rushing, no trying to see 10 places before lunch.
I'll do my best, although knowing me, I'll probably get distracted every 5 minutes.
That's called traveling.
Right. I'd better head out before every restaurant closes.
Exactly. And remember, eat something proper, not crisps.
I heard you the first 3 times.
Good. I'm just making sure.
You're surprisingly bossy for someone who's not actually here.
Someone has to keep you alive.
Fair enough.
Oh, one more thing.
There's always one more thing.
Check your pocket before you leave.
Why?
Make sure you've got your room key.
Hold on. Yep, got it.
Good. And your phone?
Yep,
Wallet?
yep.
Perfect.
Wait,
What?
my room number. It is 412, right? I just like being absolutely certain.
Look at your key card.
Oh, right. It literally says 412.
Mystery solved.
I never claimed to be observant.
Tomorrow, after breakfast, there's one place I want you to visit.
The Sagrada Familia?
No.
The beach?
Nope.
Park Güell?
Also no.
You're impossible.
There's a place that most tourists walk straight past. It's quiet, nothing flashy, no huge crowds, but every single time I'm in Barcelona, I go there.
Why?
Because it reminds me why I fell in love with traveling in the first place.
That's not fair. Now I really want to know.
Good. You can discover it tomorrow.
Just give me one clue.
No clues.
One tiny clue.
Absolutely not.
You're enjoying this far too much.
Maybe a little.
All right, I'll survive. First, food, then sleep, then tomorrow, your mystery place.
That's the plan. And Ben,
Yeah?
I'm really proud of you. I know how nervous you were before this trip. You did it.
Thanks. That actually means a lot.
See? The hardest part was getting on the plane. Everything after that is just another adventure.
I think you're right.
Okay, go enjoy your first evening in Barcelona.
I will. Thanks for talking me through today.
Anytime. Sleep well.
Good night, Emma.
Good night, Ben.